Hello everybody, thank you for pressing play on today's video. My name is Charlene Luciano and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. Oh my goodness, look at these beautiful cards I made. I am using the new embossing paste, which is this stuff here along the side. It was my first time using it, you guys, but I love the way it turned out. So I'm going to show you how I did this. For these three cards, I just did it straight on the cardstock, but for the next card I'm going to show you, I kind of switched it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So for the card base, we have the fresh fig. This is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4.25. The basic black, you need 2 of these, and this is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. You need 1 for the front of the card and 1 for the inside of the card. I have a piece of Whisper White, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and you need 2 pieces of those, 1 for the inside and 1 for the outside. These 2 little pieces, which are these 2 little pieces up here, we have the basic black, and this is cut at 2 by 4. And then the Whisper White is cut at 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. All these measurements will be on my website, so if you head over to my website, www.stampwithshar.com, it will have all the measurements there. I am using the circle punch. I'm using the 1 3/8 circle punch and 1 3/4 circle punch. So I am going to show you how I did this. Like I say, I'm using this new embossing paste. It does come with these 3 tools. And these are called palette knives. Now, I used to be a baker, so I have palette knives for baking, but I didn't want to use my baking tools with my crafting tools, so I ended up buying these. This also, you have to purchase the Pattern Party decorative masks, and this is how you're going to get these different images. So let me show you what I did. I have the fresh fig, and that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. I have some retired washi tape. I'm actually going to bring in a scrap piece of paper because this stuff does make a little bit of a mess if you're not careful. So I've got some retired washi tape, and I am just going to tape my paper down like, well, yeah, it would help if I used the mask. Oh goodness, my brain. That's what happens when you have 2 little kids. They keep you busy all the time. What's great is there's like 4 different images. This looks like brick wall. We have this rounded circle, which kind of looks like a doily. There's this one, which looks like clouds. And then there's this little guy, which looks like little diamonds. So I will just choose the diamonds. You're going to lay it over your card like so. And let me get some of this out of the way. Should give me more space. All right, so you're going to put that over your card, and you are just going to washi tape it down. And I'm doing it at an angle, and depending on the look that you're wanting, you can do it anyway, but this is just the look I was going for. And I am just putting some tape down like so. I have my embossing paste. You don't want to keep this open too long because you don't want it to dry out. Half of these, I don't know what they're for, but I like this one. So you're going to just take your paste. Now this is new, you guys. So again, I'm learning myself how to use this, but I love it. So you're just going to take this and you are just going to put a thin coat of, now you can also color this in. So if you don't want the white, you can change the color, and you know, you just use a little bit of re-inkers and you can change the color with the re-inkers. And I'm just taking off the excess, putting it back. Now this stuff does need a little bit of time to dry. I'm going to pull this off and I'm going to give it a few minutes to dry, and I'm going to start doing other stuff with the card. I'm just going to pull that off like so. I'm going to go and wash this. You do want to wash this straight away. I'm going to give this a few minutes to dry and I'll be back. So while my embossing paste is busy drying, I'm going to start assembling the card. I'm going to add this little white piece to the basic black with my Tombow glue, like so. And again, all the measurements will be on my blog. The stamp set I'm using today, I'm using the Better Together, and I'm using this guy here, Wishing You Happiness on Your Special Day. And then I am using the framelits. I'm using the framelits from the You Move Me bundle, just the framelits and not the stamp. But this does come with a, you know, the bundle. But I'm just using the framelits today. So what you want to do is, I'm going to attach this piece to the basic black. Like so. I think it's dry. Yep, it's dry. Okay. I'm now going to attach this to there. This is the front. I'm going to take the framelits and I am going to cut out 2 solid butterflies like I've done already, just to save some time with the butterflies. I'm then going to cut out 2, so this is the solid butterfly that I used to cut out the fresh fig, okay? And then I'm going to use this guy and this guy together, and I'm going to cut out a basic black, 2 of them. I'll be right back. So I ran those through my Big Shots. I'm now going to just get them off. Perfect. My 2 butterflies. Sometimes all the little pokies don't come through, and you just push them with your fingers and they come out. Like so. If not, you grab this and it releases them, just like so. These should all just pop right out. so. Okay. Take that out. What I've done was I've taken some glue dots, tear that off, and I have put some glue dots on the back of these guys' bodies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper piercer and I'm going to kind of fold this in half, the glue dot, because the bottom over here is a little bit skinnier, and I'm going to put this onto the fresh fig piece, kind of offset a little bit like so. And I'm going to do that with this one as well, same thing, putting my glue dot, using my tool. I love this new embossing paste, you guys. It is fabulous. Like I say, you can actually use re-inkers and change up the colors. I'm now gonna stick down my butterflies. This Tombow glue, you don't really need a lot, and it is so strong and sturdy. I absolutely love it. But me, for some reason, I go crazy on the glue because I just want to know that it's going to be stuck, even though this is fabulous glue. All right, so I'm going to bring in my card base, and again I'm just going to fold it in half using my bone folder. And I'm now going to stick this to the front of my card. Got to check and make sure the opening's the right way. I've done that too. You glue it and you glue it backwards and it's like, oh man. That's going to get put on the front of the card. Like so. Like I said, for these ones, I did it straight on the card. I didn't do these extra steps. All right, so for the inside of the card, I'm using the same piece because there's going to be a white piece over it. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. You're not going to see it. I don't think it will be a problem when you write. You know what? Let me just use a fresh piece because I don't know if it will. Eight-inch circle, and just punch that out. I'm then going to take a scrap piece of basic black, punch out my circle with a 1 3/4. I'm going to glue that on top. Like so. I'm then going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. Got my little baggie here. And I'm going to add 2 dimensionals on the back. Like so. Just give it a little bit of dimension. And again, this little for you, you can put it down here in the middle at the top. I'm just going to stick it down right over here. And that is it, you guys. How cute is that? This one has the extra step, and this one does not. I did try and switch them up a little bit just so you could get a different look at the embossing paste. Yeah, super cute, super easy. Love how this card turned out. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Head on over to my website, www.stampwithshar.com. All the measurements of today's card will be on my website. I do have a great giveaway going on for July. Leave me a comment and you'll be entered to win. For every comment, you get 1 entry. For every $25 you spend, you get 5 entries. And you can enter as many times as you like. The drawing will be July 28th. So yeah, watch this space, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.